Los Banos, California. Population 40-some thousand, known for its rich agricultural history and now its political drama. This isn't your typical sleepy town council meeting. Things have gotten heated in Los Banos, with accusations flying and residents demanding accountability. It's a story of power struggles, alleged corruption, and a community trying to make their voices heard. The drama centers around the city council, a group supposedly elected to represent the people. But somewhere along the way, things went off the rails. Recall petitions are circulating to recall specific council members: Doug Begonia of District 2 and Brett Jones of District 3. It is important to note that one council person stands up against the rest: Councilwoman Deborah Lewis, who represents District 4. She has stood alone upholding the oath of office she took when elected, and has been subject to numerous public attacks by other council members during city council meetings. All observations contained here do not include Miss Lewis. It's a microcosm of what's happening across the country. People are fed up with feeling ignored and unheard. They're demanding transparency and accountability from their elected officials, and they're willing to fight for it, whether it's through recall petitions or simply speaking out at council meetings. Los Banos is a reminder that even in the smallest towns, the stakes can be high. The decisions made by local officials have a direct impact on people's lives, and when those decisions are made in secrecy or with questionable motives, the consequences can be devastating. So let's dive into the chaos unfolding in Los Banos and see what lessons can be learned. Recall petitions aren't just pieces of paper, they're a powerful tool for citizens to hold their elected officials accountable. In Los Banos, residents are wielding this tool, determined to remove those they see as unfit for office. But launching a recall is no walk in the park. It's a grueling process, requiring signatures, legal hurdles, and a whole lot of community organizing. The recall effort is a testament to the frustration and disillusionment felt by many in Los Banos. They're tired of being ignored, of having their concerns dismissed. They're demanding transparency, accountability, and a government that truly represents their interests. The recall is their way of saying, enough is enough. We deserve better. But the recall is also a divisive issue. Supporters see it as a necessary step to restore integrity to local government. Opponents argue it's an orchestrated effort by a single individual, ignoring facts that many citizens are tired of the secrecy and non-transparency that prevails. No matter how many questions are asked, the battle lines are drawn and passions run high on both sides. The recall effort is a microcosm of the larger political landscape in America. People are increasingly distrustful of their elected officials, feeling disconnected from the decision-making process. The recall in Los Banos highlights the importance of civic engagement and the power of collective action. It's a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, ordinary citizens can make their voices heard and fight for the change they believe in. Erosion of trust, the price of political games. Trust is the bedrock of any functioning society, and in Los Banos that bedrock has been eroded. At the center of the erosion is the $1.8 million payout of taxpayer dollars to a failed city manager, with the reasons still to this day unknown. If anything else, this shows a lack of accountability with city funds and expenditures, as actions such as these are done in secrecy. The actions of the city council, the whispers of developer influence, and the perceived lack of transparency have created a climate of suspicion and distrust that permeates every aspect of local governance. The consequences of this erosion of trust are far-reaching, impacting everything from community engagement to the effectiveness of local government. When residents lose faith in their elected officials, they become less likely to participate in civic life. They may disengage from local issues, feeling that their voices don't matter. Voter turnout may decline, further diminishing the accountability of those in power. The result is a vicious cycle where distrust breeds apathy, which in turn exacerbates the problems that led to the distrust in the first place. The erosion of trust also hampers the ability of local government to effectively address the challenges facing Los Banos. When residents view their government with suspicion, they're less likely to support its initiatives, even those designed to benefit the community. This lack of cooperation can make it difficult to implement necessary changes, hindering progress and exacerbating existing problems. The situation in Los Banos highlights the fragility of trust in government and the importance of nurturing it. Transparency, accountability, and a genuine commitment to serving the public good are essential ingredients for building and maintaining trust. When these ingredients are absent, the consequences can be severe, undermining the very foundations of a healthy and vibrant community. Beyond Los Banos, a microcosm of national politics. The drama unfolding in Los Banos is not an isolated incident, it's a microcosm of the larger political landscape in America. Across the country, people are expressing similar frustrations with their elected officials, feeling unheard, ignored, and betrayed by those entrusted with power. The issues may differ from town to town, but the underlying sentiment remains the same. A growing sense of disillusionment and a desire for a more responsive and accountable government. The rise of social media and the 24-hour news cycle have amplified these frustrations, providing platforms for people to share their experiences and connect with others who feel similarly disenfranchised. This interconnectedness has fueled a wave of activism and civic engagement, with citizens demanding greater transparency, accountability, and a say in the decisions that affect their lives. The Los Banos saga serves as a cautionary tale for communities across the nation. It highlights the importance of vigilance, the need for citizens to hold their elected officials accountable, and the dangers of complacency in the face of political maneuvering. It's a reminder that the fight for good governance is an ongoing battle, one that requires constant attention and unwavering commitment. Ultimately, the story of Los Banos is a story about the power of the people. It's a story that resonates far beyond the borders of this small California town, offering hope and inspiration for those seeking a more just and equitable society.